Welcome back everyone, Acid Glow here. So along with the new trailer that was released very recently that gave us more information about the events that occur in Alien Covenant, we also got some new reports of some news outlets that were given permission to share their accounts of visiting the set of Alien Covenant from last year. Now even though their visit was from last year, there's still some new information that seems to tie in with some parts of the storyline that were still left unanswered. So the first news is that one of the biggest complaints the fans had about Prometheus was its lack of an actual xenomorph. I guess the fans didn't realize this story was explaining the origins of mankind and introducing us to the engineers. But even so, a lot of fans were still expecting xenomorphs. So with that in mind, Ridley Scott decided to do that in the next movie, which turned out to be Alien Covenant. On top of that, not only did he give us one new alien type known as the Protomorph, we were also introduced to the Neomorph. So now we have more types of aliens running around as the story unfolds. Next up is the rating of the film was always going to be rated R from the beginning. Director Ridley Scott wanted the gore to be as realistic as possible to increase the shock value for the viewers, and judging by that, it sounds like we're going to get a lot of it. And I'm glad because I'm a longtime fan of the Alien franchise, and I just couldn't really enjoy an Alien film without gore. Sure, the story can be great, but if an alien is running around, I do expect to see gore at some point. So this next news might come as a big surprise. It looks like Alien 5 is still on the table and could possibly still happen. According to reports, it looks like 20th Century Fox, along with Ridley Scott, have hired some film researchers to write a 10-page rulebook for the Alien series. So hopefully that happens. Now this next topic is about the special effects and the use of CGI. Ridley Scott decided to stick to his old school filming techniques by using as little CGI as possible. And if they were to use CGI, it was only meant to enhance an existing piece of work. He also mentions he doesn't like to use CGI for blood scenes either, and also prefers using normal methods of displaying gruesome, bloody scenes. Now here's a big piece of news a lot of us were wondering. What happened to Elizabeth Shaw after Prometheus? Well, for the past few months, a lot of people thought she died, as her dog tag is found later on in the film. But that's as far as we know until this report came out. It turns out her involvement in the film was supposed to remain a secret, but when the information leaked out, Fox Studios had to admit she was in the film. However, her role in the film is supposed to surprise the fans with an unexpected plot turn. Now, a quote from this article says this: "One piece of art that I kept going back to was a Giger-esque drawing of Shaw's head surrounded by biomechanical tubes as if she was mutating into something. Comment down below what you think about this idea." So up next is the scene in the wheat fields, which they said could have suggested that this planet was once inhabited by a human race that worshipped the engineers as gods. But during some event that displeased the engineers, they decided to destroy all human life on the planet. They also noted that they saw a sacrificial area and a ceremonial dagger. They also mentioned that most of the set was filmed with props and very little was used with CGI and green screens, thus making the film more authentic, which is great. Then they got to see the creature shop, which showed an alien with a deformed face, an engineer without its skin, which was possibly dissected and used for studies. They also noticed the Deacon alien was present in this room. Now they also got to visit the space jockey's pilot chamber with an engineer statue. After this, they were shown the cathedral set that had a giant staircase on the right side that led to an upper area with a giant engineer head statue. This person later went up the stairs to find a bunch of engineer corpses that were burned. Now after this, they were shown the hypersleep chamber. It was later revealed that this was where Shaw locked herself in. Now apparently they assumed this was where she hid herself from David. Perhaps they had some disagreement when she learned he was starting to create alien life forms. Now there was one more bit about Shaw that was shown to them during a scene from the movie. This scene takes place in the hypersleep chamber. As the lights dim, one crew member finds Shaw's helmet, looks at it, and then drops it. So all of this information is really tying into some missing pieces of what we saw in the trailers. What do you think of Shaw's fate? Do you think she turned into an alien creature, or do you think she's still missing? Put your thoughts and theories down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to see more content around the Alien and Predator universe. Thanks for watching. My name is Acid Glow, and I'll see you in the next video.